Welcome students. In this video, we will talk about two very special property of sound by which we distinguish sound, that is loudness and pitch. When we talk about sound, the first thing that comes to our mind is that how loud is the sound. The loudness of the sound is directly proportional. The loudness of the sound is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. Hence, how loud is sound is dependent on the amplitude of the sound. This loudness is measured by decibel. So, decibel is the unit of measuring loudness. Now, let me give you an example of how loud are the basic sounds that we hear. The loudness of general conversation are about 60 decibel, and the loudness that starts or that causes headache or pain in our ears is above 80 decibel. So anything above 80 decibel causes pain in our ear. For crackers, the sound goes to about 120 to 140 decibel. So they are very harmful to our ear, causing some air pollution. Now let me describe another property of sound, that is pitch. What is pitch? We distinguish the voice of two different persons, or the voice of a elderly person and the voice of a baby can be easily distinguished by our ears. So there is a special property within the sound that distinguishes any kind of sound by the property of the source, and that property is known as pitch, and pitch is determined by the frequency. So the voice of a baby is high pitched voice. That means for a baby the voice is high pitched, and it means the frequency of the voice is high. And for an elderly person the voice is low pitched. That means the sound emitting by a elderly person is of low frequency. Similarly, the sounds emitted by drums are of low pitch, and that means the frequency of the sound emitted from drums are low. Similarly, the sound emitted by a tuning fork is high pitched, and it is of a greater frequency. the sound is of high frequency, hence high pitch. There is a range of frequency of audible. The audible range of our hearing is limited. We cannot hear any kind of frequency outside that audible range, and that audible range is something about 20 to 20,000 hertz. That is, if the frequency of a sound is more than 20,000 hertz, then we cannot hear it, or anything lower than 20 hertz is beyond our ability to hear. Any sound above 20,000 hertz is called ultrasonic sound. There are some creatures who can communicate with ultrasonic sound. Bat or the dolphins, they can create sound which is above 20,000 hertz, that is ultrasonic sound, and they can hear it and they can communicate via ultrasonic sound. And dogs can also hear ultrasonic sound. So that is all about sound. Thank you. For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.